Hey everybody, it's Tom again. Today we're going to look at Grange from ZZ Top. This song is, of course, a guitar classic, like almost anything we're going to put on this channel. But we've got a couple moves here that are easy when you have the blues technique or the shuffle technique down, and they can be a a real bear, let's say, when we are trying to get them for the first time. Basically what's happening here, especially in that iconic intro, is we are playing an offbeat pattern. We're playing on like upstrokes on the off beats, and we are resting on the strong beats, except for the very first one in the whole riff. But after that, we've got rest at the start of every round of the riff. So our riff is mostly performed as upstrokes. Our first thing we'll hit is a down up because it just sounds right doing that at the start of the song. But then down up 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 da 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 up 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 up. Except for where we're tracing that little melody through the end of the bar back to the start, all these rhythmic shots are on the off beat. Now, the other thing that happens here is the riff kind of transforms in the middle of verse 1 but remains on the clean guitar, and then it takes over, the hard guitar takes over on the next track after we get there. Let's take a quick run through and see how we do. So at that point, the drums kick in and we see the hard guitar, the heavy guitar take over here, but it's playing the same thing. We're emphasizing these C and D notes a little more rather than tucking them into a bass line kind of thing, but kick a little bit of tone on. We should notice, of course, that these 3 and 5 notes, they fall on the strong beats. So we're going to go down, up, 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 down, down, oops, down, up, 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 down, down, and on like that. Besides changing to the heavy tone, this riff doesn't really change the rest of the way, aside from changing up in key. The first guitar solo is the whole thing just moved up to the key of C, and Billy Gibbons kind of shies away from doing the bass note here on the low string, but we would see this as a C root 5th inversion right here. Oh, there it is. We're doing a little inverted power chord thing here as well. I didn't even catch that till I played it. Instead of what I thought was a B flat for a second, it's actually an E flat with the bass note inverted, or the 5th note inverted into the bass, and then moving it up to from E flat to F. So we got C, E flat, F, with that interesting turn on the bass note there too. So now we've got the B flat and the C serving as bass notes, even though the chords are changing higher in register than that. So After that, we're going to get to the solos in a little bit, but we should take a look at what happens on rhythm guitar, because there's one other great riff in this song. That is the bridge riff. Oh. Yes. There we go. So our move, we're doing D string and E string. And we're also, if we look at the countdown here, we are doing quarter note triplets. Triplet, triplet. And then we're sliding into 4. Still with the triplets. And then we're going to the 3rd fret. Triplet, triplet. We've been letting these notes ring out too. And then we get this 1 and triplet. This riff just plays 2 times. Then we are back to, I believe, the verse or the intro. Yeah, we're back to the clean tone intro. Next would be guitar solo 2, which is really just over the heavy guitar riff from earlier. Now it's all done as power chords, but I think it's time to start looking at these solos. So 2 solos going on here, a handful of techniques to talk about. We've got the first solo in C minor, and we're going to be doing a lot of triplets, a lot of scale runs, as well as sort of a little bit of slinky low note riffing in the solo. There's a lot of stuff down on the low notes. There's a big long section of triplets up here in the high notes. When we get to that second solo, we need to talk about pinch harmonics, purposeful ones and accidental ones. So let's take a look at this solo, maybe down at about, let's try 50% speed here. See how we do. I'm going to put my distortion tone on, and let's try it. Oh yeah. Oh. That's a lot of triplets. There we're into that bridge. But we've already looked at that. Maybe what we should do, pause it there for a second. Let's run the second solo at this 50% speed here. Then we'll go back and increase over the whole thing. So we got some semi-harmonics. It's almost too slow. So this is the part we want to talk about. Then we're kind of fading out by this point. That's a lot of solo. So the thing we want to talk about before we practice this much more is the stuff in the second solo where we have this SH and PH notation on top of all these notes. So PH refers to a pinch harmonic. This is kind of something that's difficult to explain without just showing you. You need to choke up on the pick. So rather than holding it normally like we would with the thumb behind and one of our fingers in front like that, we want to actually pinch the thumb and our finger that's holding the pick, in my case the middle finger. And what I'm trying to angle it here to show you, there we go, kind of. What we can see, there it is that at a very slight way, the pick is pointing down that way, my thumb is pointing down that way, and those are like two sides of a triangle. I want to choke up so that I can use those two sides of the triangle and use the string to complete the triangle. So I want to hit the string with both the pick and the thumb at basically the same time. But what also matters is that I have to do that exactly 24 frets or 36 frets or some interesting or harmonically relevant interval of frets above whatever I'm holding down. So just the same way that the 12th fret or the 24th fret, if I had one, dings like that, if I want to make a dinging sound higher than that, I have to go find whereabouts that is. Now here's a cool thing. On a Les Paul, the 5th fret is a spot where you can get a double octave of whatever note you're on. So if I've got G, that's a G 2 octaves up. And then if I do a pinch harmonic right on the edge of the pickup, so where like here we're on the pickup, if I go find this spot right there, do a pinch harmonic there. There it is. We can find another one on the edge of the other pickup. We can hear that those are different pitches. So that happens to be where they are from G, or from the root note of the string that you're on. But if I go just a little bit past that to do the 7th fret, then we get kind of what's going on with Gibbons's solo here. So the semi-harmonic refers to basically when you biff one of those. These are not all consistently perfect pinch harmonics, but they sound cool anyways. We kind of hear a slight harmonic or a semi-harmonic SH ringing out underneath the main pitch here, but because it hasn't been nailed right where there's a strong harmonic node, we might not hear the whole thing. So like most blues solos, there's kind of a looseness to this, and it's kind of hard to call exactly where each pinch is going to drop. But what we want to do as always, is, reference the real song. Give a listen to it. I did before I made this video. And we want to do our best to capture the vibe, knowing what the instructions are telling us here in the tab. So, that's my bit about pinch harmonics. Let's speed this thing up here. 60%. This is almost 2/3. That still feels like an awful lot of triplets on that stuff back here. Let's cut it ahead to the next solo. Whoops. And then we're into the fade out. Okay, so not too bad at 60%. Honestly, feels a little bit smoother on the groove now that we're not at that slow speed. We want to do that slow speed every time though, guys, because you got to build that muscle memory. Otherwise, you're going to be playing choppy, sloppy, and be flailing at your notes. We don't want to be that guitar player. We want to know our stuff in slow-mo, so we're ready to go, bro. And then I wasn't ready to go. I was too busy being a smartass. Here we go, 70%. easier as we speed up. The groove is there a little bit better. Solo 2 might be a little harder as we speed up because it's got more tricky shit in it. Let's see. Kind of fun just going back and forth on those pinch harmonics. That does the trick. That fade out again. Yeah, kind of feels a little bit easier as the speed goes up. I'm sure we're going to hit a point where that turns around on me, but that point ain't yet. Here we go, 80%. What the heck? Let's move it to 83. Silly there at the very end. Still feeling all right though. Let's skip ahead. Okay, back to that outro again, or the fade out there. So, still feeling pretty good. We're at 83%. Want to try it. Just almost up there. Let's maybe give it 92, 93, if we can get it there. There we go, 92. Wow, just getting up there. Still doable. Yeah, back to that fade out again. Guys, that was 92%, still feeling pretty good. I think we can do a respectable job at full speed now. Let's give it a go. I think I faked it 1 or 2 bars in there a little bit, but nothing to worry about, I don't think. Ooh. Dang, there we go. That was 100%, guys. And let me tell you, this song is all solo, because that back half is all there is. They don't even return to the verse or the chorus at the end. So that's it for my video today, guys. Let's interact with the channel as much as you can. Give me a like, a subscribe, give me a comment, give me a request. This video was by request. Thanks for the request. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how you guys are doing out there. Have a good day.